Welcome to Eternal Manna, the daily devotional broadcast of Grace Gospel Church. We are looking at Psalm 17 from the NLT, and today we are going to look at verses 10 to 13. And yesterday, when we closed our devotional, we said that the psalmist was praying that God would protect him from murderous enemies. And in verses 10 to 12, he is going to give us a very vivid description of the enemies that he faced. They are real enemies, they are not illusion. And look at how the psalmist describes them. Verse 10, they are without pity, listen to their boastings. So I have put down a few M words to describe the enemy. They are merciless, they are murderous, they are many, multiple, they are mighty, taken together, and they are malicious. That describes the enemies that David faced in his day. And these enemies were very vocal. They love to boast. And why are they verbal and vocal? Because they want to intimidate David. And they are boasting about their weapons. They are boasting about their numbers. They are boasting about their strength. They are boasting about how they have taken down others, and they want to frighten David just by their talk, intimidating talk. And then in verse 11, David says, they track me down and surround me. These enemies know my every move. I can't escape from them. They are watching for the chance to throw me to the ground. They are waiting for their opportunity. They want to catch me by surprise, and they want to deliver the knockout punch and knock me down to the ground. And then verse 12, they are like hungry lions, eager to tear me apart, like young lions hiding in ambush. Hungry lions, young lions. They are waiting to pounce on me. They want food, and I am their food. I am the prey. And so David describes his enemy. And we have a very real enemy in the devil. We have a very real enemy in our sin nature. We have a very real enemy in the world system that is anti God. And so we would do well to recognize the enemy. And then we can pray. Look at the enemy and then turn to the Lord in prayer. So in verse 13, he prays, arise, O Lord, stand against them and bring them to their knees. Rescue me from the wicked with your sword. He's asking the Lord to take note of his situation and to intervene, to act on his behalf. That's a very beautiful word, arise. Lord, time for you to show up. Time for you, Lord, to come to my defense. Time for you, Lord, to act. And stand against them. Stand against them means meet them face to face. Meet the enemy face to face. And Lord, then bring them to their knees, meaning humble them, humiliate them, these arrogant enemies. Just bring them down to their knees. Rescue me from the wicked with your sword. This expression with your sword is a very powerful expression. And just this week, in my own personal reading, I was reading 1 Chronicles chapter 21 and verse 12. David had sinned in that he took a census of the nation. He wanted to show to himself and to the world what a mighty army he had. Instead of depending upon the Lord, just for this moment, David seemed to be depending on his army. And the Lord was going to act in judgment. And it's very interesting what it says in 1 Chronicles 21:12. 3 days of Yahweh's sword and epidemic. God was going to send the sword against David and against the people. And the sword came in the form of an epidemic. 70,000 people died over 3 days in that play. And finally, it was halted when David pled for God's mercy. It's a very dangerous thing to fall into the hands of the living God, the New Testament says. God's sword is raised, yes, and it will come down hard and heavy on those who oppose him and stand against him. And we need to humble ourselves under the mighty hand of God so that he can bless us. Do have a blessed day today. Amen.
For more videos like this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Grace Gospel English Church Toronto. Thank you.